Going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a Wet n Wild CenturyLink field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And some space here. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. Run!
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
What you got?
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
61, matchbox, light.
Caught left side to Crabtree. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. On second down, Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On third down, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 8-yard line.
Mike's 5-4. I got you. Pop. Hey, watch this.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 more on that one and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, Carson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
14.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 53 yards.
For another Seahawks. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Right there, 54 Mike. Here we go. Sponge.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And spins away. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and goal from inside the 5. Wilson in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
And he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, and the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. K.J. Wright in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Cousins, and complete right side to Cook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
54 Mike. That's what I do.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. It's complete to Grant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Cousins from the gun on third. And he finds Cook. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, they went with a fullback dive that time.
And, Brandon, when I was a kid, the fullback carried the ball equally as much as the running back, then known as the halfback. Nowadays, the fullback's job is to block. Put him out in front, let him clear a path.
They still have a couple more chances here from the 1.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go double count right here, double count. 54 and over.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They run again on 1st down. Cook, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Let's go, defense. Get the field, defense.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
I smell fear in that
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Too little, cut.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Irv Smith Jr. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
25. Hey, hero.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
14. Mike, 5.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Prov on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check. I got one. Check. 55 to Mike. Short. 55 to Mike.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target, and it'll bring up third down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Good job right there. Good job right there. 54. Watch 54. I don't even know why this team showed up. Shift. Watch the shift. Good job right there. Good job right there. Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Hey, watch that. 2. 54. This is swarm on. He's coming.
They start the drive with Cook, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins buying time to his left. And an alley to run. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
To high. 54 miles. Check.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Check three. Let's go double count right here, double count. Tight up.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 0. Still got it, 4 down. Good tight. 3 minutes tight.
From the gun, Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 56 yards.
For another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Wilson now operating from the gun toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Anthony Barr able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now for the game.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
A loss of 12 yards.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on second and long. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Yeah, I got you.
Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for first down. They'll look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Bravo! 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Push him back. Push him back. Go ahead.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Wilson wants to throw it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Wilson to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. It's caught inside the 25. Tyler Lockett. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. One last shot now for Cousins. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the victory.